guys, how's it going? So, Andrew surprised me today. She's taking me to rottnest. I feel 90%. I feel still a little bit tired, but I don't feel sick anymore, so I'm not going to let it ruin my day. I'll do a little bit of vlogging on the way and we'll see how we go. Try to get back into it. So guys, one thing that fully stumps me, how the fuck does that thing float? Like, that's not even full, when they're full of containers. Like, I understand that, like, underwater buoyancy and shit, but like, how is what's underwater more buoyant than fucking hundreds of thousands of kilos above the water? I don't understand. Alright guys, so we decided to hire bikes to cruise around. We were gonna walk, but I'm still not feeling 100%, so I thought getting a bike a little bit easier to get around. Should be fun just to cruise around. We're not that good doing the touristy cruises and stuff, we're just cruising for the day, taking it easy. We've got the week off. I didn't want to ruin the week by sitting on the couch because I don't feel well, so trying to make the most of it. Also tonight we're going to feed the fish. I haven't fed the fish since Saturday afternoon. Now some of you might get angry at that, but fish are fine for weeks without food, and like, some people actually do it as a practice, don't feed for a few days once every month or so. And so when I'm sick or if I'm going away, I'll always just give them a break. It doesn't harm them at all. The only thing, I have been feeding the brine shrimp every day, so like the little babies, they can't really go without. But I don't want you guys, I know like all of you guys that are like really into your fish, you'll understand that it's not that bad. But I know that some people might actually get annoyed, but please don't get annoyed at me guys. It's common practice not to feed your fish for quite some time. Alright, let's go for a ride. I never ever felt so bad. She made me go the wrong way. Alright, turn her. She's leaving without me. Look at her go. Oh yeah, and guys, my bike's got a bent crank. I'm pretty annoyed. I realised pretty quick as soon as I got out there, but I just couldn't be bothered swapping it over. We're not doing mad crazy jumps, so it doesn't really matter. It's crazy guys. How this is only like 30 minutes from home. I don't get out enough locally, hey. It's such a bizarre feeling too, like normally when you travel there's heaps of like foreign languages being spoken and stuff, but like when you come to touristy places near home, it's all tourists. There's lots of like, I'm not 100% sure what they are, maybe like German or something, and they can't, and you just hear these accents and it makes you feel like you're not even at home. But yeah, it's really surreal. And this is just gorgeous. Hey guys, you go to one side, there's like not a single tourist on the beach, and then the other side is a different story. Maybe because this is like close to the jetty, people don't want to travel as far, I'm not sure. It's absolutely gorgeous guys. I have so much desire to visit Lake Malawi and Lake Tanganyika. But A, I don't know how to dive, and B, why don't I learn how to dive here? Like, our waters are amazing. I really want to do it. I at least want to get into snorkeling this summer. I'll play around a bit with snorkeling I think, and then maybe think about doing a dive course. I really want to find somebody to do a dive course with, but I don't want to do it by myself. But we'll see. I really just want to observe the nature, you know. Fish are like my favourite animal in the world. Why don't I get more into their natural habitat? I'd love to. And just trying to make friends with the wildlife. Hey buddy, how are ya? Hey? Hey? Yawning.
Oh, they're so cute.
So it's almost time to go home, guys, and just trying to get a photo with the quokka like the 600 Instagram people. Yes, I did get a selfie with one. I'll drop it here.
Oh no, someone's just done a shit out of that tree.
So we're on our way home, guys, and this container ship here is exactly what I was talking about. How the fuck does that float? Like, I just don't understand. Look, that's got to be what? 20 meters above water level, if not more. 20 meters is probably an understatement. Sea container is roughly what, like 2 meters? Oh yeah, I'd say it's about 20 meters. Like, how deep do they go? I've got no idea personally, but it's just fucking mind blowing. Ready to go home, guys. I'm absolutely shattered. Gonna go lay down now. Alright, guys. Uh-oh. So guys, I just had an absolute fucking heart attack. Sally and Charles are just fine. They are okay. They haven't hurt each other at all. Sally is behind there. Charles was like pinned up in the corner there, and I walked in, the divider was down. You'll notice in the last clip I just recorded, I walked in and I was about to talk to you guys, and my heart just dropped. There's like, I don't even want to tell you how many thousands of dollars worth of fish are in this tank, and to see that divider not up, that was the scariest thing that's ever happened. Jesus. Alright, so what I was going to say, guys want to know what I love about my fish room? Automatic water changes. I don't feel well, and look at it. All the fish are just like, hey, haven't seen you for a couple of days. How have you been? Look at this guy. He's like, oh, I missed you. Can you feed me? Like I said earlier, guys, if you can't feed your fish for a few days, don't stress. Look, everyone's happy as Larry. These guys haven't been fed for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4 days. And I'm not going to lose sleep anything shy of probably 7 or 8 days. And like worst case scenario, 14 days. Even then, I don't think you're going to start getting deaths until like maybe 20 days. And even then, you'll probably get death due to aggression from them fighting because they're hungry. I don't know. Look at this guy, he's a boss. Just keeps getting better with age. He hasn't really grown much in the last like 3 months or so, but he's like filled out more, and like his spinach has just got better. I love him. But I am thinking about moving him. I'll talk about that later. This is nuts, guys. I try them and they just fight. Like they were like fighting to fucking pretty seriously, to the point where I wouldn't leave them together anyway. And maybe they just need some time to sort it out, because now they're getting along like a house on fire. I'm going to wrap today's video up there, guys. I'm just going to stay in here and watch these two a little bit. Leave them together for a while, see what happens. I don't know how long today they were together, but it's good signs, good signs. I want to try and breed Monado again, who's in there, but I need to move fish around. I'm thinking about moving the sapphires out of that 5x2, putting them over in a 5x2.5 down the end there. the main reason is all my tank dividers are 2 foot, and those tanks are 2.5 foot front to back, so it'd be really hard to breed flower horns in there. Whereas this tank here is identical to that one, and it would just be flower horn. And also, like, I like the fact that that whole wall there, that whole wall is all African. I want to keep it that way. I just want the flower horns on the one rack. I'd really like to get rid of those ones down there. They're 2.5 by 2, and replace the 2 of them with a 5 by 2. But it's a huge job. I need to shut down all 4 tanks to get to it, and I don't think it'll end up happening, but it's like, it's in the pipeline. If I ever see a 5 by 2 by 18 cheap, I'll definitely replace those 2. They're the shittest tanks in the room. They're both cracked, they're both patched. The top bracing's broken on, I think both of them actually, and patched. They're really crappy tanks. But yeah, so if anyone sees or hears of one, I'll grab it. But it means I have to empty the top one, empty the second one, take both legs out to get the tank in. Well, I could probably only take one leg off, but I definitely have to drain both tanks. So it'd be a big job, but it'd be totally worth it because I hate 2.5 by 2. It's just small tanks. I don't like small tanks. Alright, so I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I hope I didn't sound too tired and drowned out in this video because I really was struggling. See ya.